recruiting war in your state. And so the winner of that game has always been important.
Michigan holds a decisive edge in the overall record of the series. But when the maize and blue and green and white square off, some of the most treasured bragging rights are up for grabs in this football-rich state. Coming up next, the Big Ten's best football rivalry, and possibly the greatest rivalry in all of college football. Stick around.
Here we go. Watch out, folks. Bam! No-look pass. How about that? The lob. Oh! And the jam. Whoa! Ha-ha! Oh, nice look. Pounds it down. Oh! Oladipo! Ha-ha! That's what we're talking about.
New Year's Day, the Big Ten Network is the only place for extensive coverage of every Big Ten Bowl.
Once again, the nation is going to be watching the Big Ten.
At 11 Eastern, get ready for all 5 games on the Big Ten Bowl pregame show.
Whoever wins that matchup will win the game.
And after the Rose Bowl, Dave, Jerry, and Howard are live from the granddaddy of them all. And we break down the entire day on the Big Ten Bowl wrap-up. It's all New Year's Day, presented by Allstate, only on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to Big Ten's best football rivalries. Number 1 on our list is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Ohio State and Michigan, one of the best rivalries in all of sports. Woody and Bo, the Big House, and the Horseshoe. You know it, I know it, and now let's hear from those closest to the Scarlet and Gray and Maize and Blue on what this rivalry means to them. Number 1, Michigan, Ohio State.
Now the fight. They were saying.
Oh, how I hate Ohio State.
And there he goes! Charles Woodson down the sideline! He's gonna go all the way! Touchdown, Michigan!
You come to this earth knowing that if you're an Ohio State fan, you hate Michigan and vice versa.
To Eddie George, and they convert on it.
I grew up an avid Ohio State fan, hating Michigan with all my heart, and when I was getting recruited, Bo Schembechler calls me and sets up a visit, to come to my house. I really didn't want to take the visit, but, it's Bo Schembechler. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So I want to know what the enemy think.
The first time Bo Schembechler ever took a Michigan team against Ohio State, he won. And then that's like all of a sudden, oh my God, the fox is in the hen house here, and what are we going to do about it?
Wangler goes back. Wangler throws downfield and it's caught by Carver.
If you win that game, you can walk up broad and high. If you lose that game, you actually walk the Alps.
Mike Lantry, super toe. It's spotted, it's kicked, it's sent over in, and it is off to the right.
Records don't even matter in that game. It is to me and to most, it is the greatest college football rivalry there is, and there ever will be.
Morris hammers to the 1 and in for the touchdown.
Friday before the game, they bring in Bo Schembechler. When he got up to talk, everybody focused in on Bo Schembechler, and you were excited about the game.
You hate them, but you respect them, because without them being good, without them being Michigan, there would be no Ohio State-Michigan rivalry. It wouldn't be as special.
There is no other rivalry other than Michigan, Ohio State. It trumps all others.
People can go to the pros and have a great pro career, but if they've played at Ohio State in an Ohio State-Michigan game, they're going to be talking about that the rest of their life.
Two-man up, 15-20, goes to his left, into the open field, 35-40, he's on his way. Desmond Howard is going all the way. A spectacular 92-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Michigan and Ohio State, the Big Ten's best football rivalry, a rivalry unlike any other. Here's a look at the final list of Big Ten's best football rivalries. From a bronze pig to a wooden turtle to one of the best rivalries in all of college sports. Reason enough why Big Ten football can boast traditions that had no match. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. We'll see you next time on Big Ten's Best.
Friday on the Big Ten Network, conference contenders collide in East Lansing when the Gophers and Spartans look for a victory to close out 2010. Big Ten basketball, Friday at 4 Eastern in high def on the Big Ten Network.
The 25th ranked Fighting Illini arrive at Carver Hawkeye Arena as the Big Ten Conference season is about to tip off. It's a new brand of basketball for the Hawkeye faithful with a new head coach and a new attitude. And for Illinois, hopes of a fresh start following 2 straight losses. It's Big Ten Conference basketball next.
Happy holidays and welcome to Iowa City, a festive atmosphere in the downtown area, and we're ready for Big Ten Conference basketball as 25th ranked Illinois takes on a hungry bunch of Hawkeyes from Iowa. Hi everybody, I'm Gus Johnson along with former Hawkeye standout Kenyon Murray, and welcome to Carver Hawkeye Arena, where the Fighting Illini are coming into this game after a tough loss to Missouri. They've lost 2 in a row, but Kenyon, I tell you what, whenever they need to turn it around, they go to their consummate point guard, Dimitri McCamey.
Well, how outstanding has Dimitri McCamey been this year? He's leading this team on and off the floor, having career highs in points and field goal percentage, and right now they're going to need him tonight if they're going to break this 2-game losing streak.
As for the Hawkeyes, they're riding a 2-game winning streak, and when you look at a go-to guy, Matt Gatens is their man.
Matt Gatens has been the leader for 3 years. He came into the season injured. Hand injury really hampered his shooting, but he's rounding into form at the best time when they need him at the Big Ten opening.
All right, coming up, the conference opener for both these teams. It's the Fighting Illini versus the Hawkeyes. We'll have the starting lineup and the opening tip coming up. You're watching Big Ten Network basketball.
I'm going to take a quick dip.
Okay.
Keep your head in the game with NFL Mobile and never miss a touchdown with NFL Red Zone every Sunday afternoon.
You're picturing me as Adrian Peterson again, aren't you?
Don't be silly, Adrian Peterson.
Stay focused. Get NFL Mobile only on Verizon.
Dale, next time by. 10-4. What are you doing down there?
Filing my tax return.
We don't have time for that.
I'm already done.
Do what the guys who know a little bit about speed and efficiency do. Log on to TaxSlayer.com.
TaxSlayer.com supports our active duty military by providing a free tax return.
It's another perfect day out here today.
Can I get you anything else?
We got to get back to work.
Whoa, I spoke too soon. This just in. A freak storm is blowing into the area. We're going to be experiencing hurricane-force winds and dense fog.
you have to be here.
We're receiving reports of hail the size of... Oh, boy.
Excuse me. Your change.
It's nice to know you can trust people. State Farm is counting on it. They want you to talk to your neighbors, then call a State Farm agent, find out how you can get discounts up to 40%. See, State Farm insures 40 million drivers. That's more than Geico and Progressive combined. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. So call an agent.
This holiday season, give your new HD TV the best gift ever. You've got Dish Network, now get Dish Network HD. With one simple call, you'll get the most HD channels, the highest HD quality available. And we've got the best deals on the best DVRs in the business. Plus, get HBO and enjoy the best original series and movies in HD. Because everyone loves watching movies in HD. You've got the HD TV. Let the joy of the holidays surround you in stunning HD. Dish Network HD.
King size. More for less in big and tall sizes. King size offers the big and tall man outstanding values in quality clothing, shoes, and accessories, all in hard-to-find sizes. Casual to dressy, outerwear to underwear, in sizes ranging from large to 10XL. King size shopping made easy. KingSizeDirect.com. More for less in big and tall sizes. For your free introductory offer, go to KingSizeDirect.com/TV.
The Big Ten Network.
Big Ten basketball is brought to you by State Farm. Find an agent or get a quote at statefarm.com. And by MFS, creating innovative investments since 1924. Always look at the scoreboard. All right, welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena here in Iowa City. And we've got a good one for you tonight, close to 16,000. As a matter of fact, 15,500 in attendance, a sellout for the first time in quite a while as the Hawkeyes get loose before this game. A look at the lineup. Cartwright is the point guard. He's a transfer from Fresno State, from Compton, California. You know, Gatens is their leading scorer. And we'll take a look at the rest of this starting lineup in a moment. Fran McCaffrey, he's in his first year, comes over from Siena, where he won 3 conference championships in a row, led his team to 3 NCAA tournaments in a row as well, and he's got a brand new style that he brings to this Iowa Hawkeye squad. And the starting lineup's brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's take a look at the Fighting Illini, 10-3 overall record. A look at McCamey, their point guard, first team All Big Ten last year. Richardson, Richmond, very talented. McDonald's All-America, freshman for Bruce Weber's team. He's in his 8th year. Remember back in 2005, he was the national runner-up with that great team of D. Brown, Darren Williams, James Augustine. He's led this Illini squad to the NCAA tournament 5 times in 8 years. And the series note, Illinois, very good. They've won 4 in a row against this Hawkeye team, but it's a different team now, a different style. They want to score points, they want to get up and down the floor, and they want to make sure that they're always on attack mode.
And that's the one thing I think that's really helped the players here. They're having fun. They seem like every time they're in practice, they're in the game, the guys are excited to be here, and Fran McCaffrey has really brought the excitement back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. You can see the crowd here tonight, and that's a direct reflection of the change in styles here at Iowa.
And we've got 3 veteran, terrific officials at Hightower, the dean of the Big Ten, Lamont Simpson, and Mike Eads. Gus Johnson, along with Kenyon Murray, opener for both these teams in the Big Ten Conference. Tisdale and Basabi, the New York City kid, are in the circle. Iowa 7-5, Illinois 10-3, and the opening tip controlled by the Illini as McCamey brings it into the front court. What should we expect to see early?
Well, you're going to see Illinois run a lot of sets here, but they're really going to try and get the ball inside early, as they have a decisive height advantage against the Iowa Hawkeyes on the inside with Davis and with Tisdale.
So Tisdale travels. Illinois on the season, turning the ball over 13 times per game. So here comes Iowa. Hawkeyes coming off a 77-58 win over La Tech. Prior to that, a 59-52 win over Drake. They played a very tough non-conference schedule and been very competitive in almost every one of those games this year.
Yeah, it's been one of those things where one possession here or there can have Iowa with 8 or 9 wins here. They played very, very well. They've executed. It's just been a lack of experience on the floor that's really hampered them early in the season.
Gatens, and that one wedged between the backboard and the rim. Possession arrow favoring Iowa. And when you look at Matt Gatens talking to Coach McCaffrey today, he said, I want to make sure that Matt is always on the attack mode. He doesn't like to take bad shots, but because he's our leading scorer, we want him to take more shots.
And one of the things, too, is Matt has had to adjust his game because under Licklider, it was a very slow tempo, and here he's had to pick up that tempo. And one of the things Coach McCaffrey said early on was Matt needs to catch up to what everybody else is doing because he did miss a few games early on. So Matt has finally found that rhythm with the rest of the team.
Coach McCaffrey, former head coach at Lehigh, UNC Greensboro, and Siena. Played his college basketball at Penn, so he's from Philly. Baseline, McCamey knocks it down. That's a 3.
50% shooter there from three-point range, and he got a good look. We saw him shooting early. He's got a nice release, nice and smooth. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Eric May with the dribble. As they run the high pick and roll. May turns the corner on the baseline and a whistle. And he steps on the baseline out of bounds. McCamey continues to add to his game. His perimeter shot has gotten better over the years.
And the one thing is he's taking great shots. That was a great offensive set where he was able to float to the corner, found him in rhythm, and he's able to knock it down. He's done a great job this year of taking the shots that are available for him.
A lot of the experts are predicting great things for McCamey because of his constant improvement. They feel that he has an opportunity to play next year in that other league, that big-time league. Davis, short. Jarrett Cole comes up with the rebound. Cartwright, transfer from Fresno State, the runner on the baseline. No, but Basabi is there for the tip-in. Talk about an athlete.
He's unbelievable on the offensive rebound side of it, but the one thing he does great is he's always active.
Meanwhile, McCamey knocks down a 22-foot jump shot from straight away. That's his second 3, and Illinois takes a 6-2 lead. Gatens for 3.
And that's what Matt has really been doing well the last 3 games. Catching in rhythm, shooting the basketball when he has the opportunity to, and he's been knocking it down. Finally free of that left hand restriction where he was wearing the cast.
Missed the first 2 games because of a hand injury. Had to wear a cast, but now, as you mentioned, that hand's starting to loosen up.
And what Matt's done a great job here in the last 3 games is really finding his balance. One of the things we talk about when we coach shooting is find your balance and follow through your shot. And he's really very, very centered, and he's following through now, and he doesn't have that hindrance on his left hand, which I think affected his shot early on.
Iowa without Cully Payne, who should have been their starting point guard, but he suffered a hernia. He's only played in 5 games, and if you've ever seen Cully Payne play, you know he can do that. Eric May for 3.
And Eric May has been shooting the basketball tremendous this year from the three-point land. Once he gets his feet set, he's a great three-point shooter. He is one of those players that's really benefited from the change in coaching here at Iowa.
Almost a walk. Gatens got a hand on it. Deflection out of bounds. Let's talk about Coach Fran McCaffrey and what he wants in this Iowa program as he starts the rebuilding process. They average 90 points a game at Siena, so they want it high tempo, a transition game, a lot of shots for all 5 players on the floor. And we haven't seen that in the Big Ten in terms of some of the signature coaches that run teams in this league.
Well, what we see in the Big Ten is it's known for their physical play, slow down offense, is really running the shot clock down. And Fran says we're going to take shots early in the shot clock if we have them, but he wants them all to be good shots. And that's one of the things that as kids look at schools to go to, they want to have that freedom to play, and that's what Fran's doing here in Iowa City.
And Jarrett Cole called for goaltending, so give that bucket to Mike Davis. As for the Fighting Illini, you know McCamey is going to come up with his numbers. He's going to be the leader. But Illinois goes as far as Mike Davis and Mike Tisdale take them. Whenever they play well, the Fighting Illini play well.
And that's one thing Coach Weber wants. He wants that consistency from those guys. And He's got great games from both of them here at times, but he needs it because Dimitri McKamey can't be the only guy as a senior that's leading this team.
Another three by Gatens in the corner. And DJ Richardson answers. Richardson, a sophomore from Peoria, has started all 13 games. He was the Big Ten Coach's Freshman of the Year a season ago, and he's also a terrific three-point shooter.
And he's really benefited from the play of McKamey this year because just like on that set play there, he gets the ball in spots where he can really convert.
Man, 15-foot pure. Different Iowa squad, folks. They're not a 7 seconds or less shooting team, but if they do get a shot in 7 seconds or less, they're going to take it. As McKamey throws it away. 15:43 to play in the first half. 13-11 Iowa. Hawkeyes cooking already from downtown.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning.
I'm gonna take a quick dip.
Okay.
Keep your head in the game with NFL Mobile and never miss a touchdown with NFL Red Zone every Sunday afternoon.
You're picturing me as Adrian Peterson again, aren't you?
Don't be silly, Adrian Peterson.
Stay
Are you looking for a secure and inexpensive place to buy and sell online? ListItForABuck.com is a revolutionary new website where you can list anything just for $1. We provide secure accounts and an easy-to-use website. Sell your stuff for the price you want, and it's only $1 for the listing. Go to ListItForABuck.com and start buying and selling today.
Hi, Dan Jordan here, CEO and founder of TipTopWebsite.com, where you can create your own website online in 60 seconds, no computer skills are needed, and packages start at only $1.95 a month. Simply the easiest way to create and get a website online right now. I'm so confident that you're going to love our system that I'm going to give you a free trial and a free domain for life. Simply use the promo code TV when you sign up at TipTopWebsite.com.
10 Network. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
12-1. How about that reverse jam by Juwan Johnson against Michigan the other night?
Juwan Johnson, one of the best players in the Big Ten. I can say he's an NBA player right now, and I think the conference is full of them this year.
Ohio State 13-0, ranked in the top 5. It's going to be a very interesting season when things start really heating up. 23-15. As Dimitri McKamey brings the ball up the floor. Illinois on a 12-0 run. They've hit 7 threes to start this game. Paul turns the corner hard, picks up his dribble. McKamey, Cole Tisdale, along with Tyler Griffey, sophomore. McKamey splits the defense. And Tisdale pounds it down. Illinois taking a 10-point lead.
You talk about dissecting a pick and roll right there. Dimitri McKamey, awesome in splitting the double team that came up. Nice little flip pass there to Tisdale for the finish.
Gatens, guarded by Cole. McCabe deep jumper. And won't get the bounce. Iowa has missed their last 6 shots. Inside ball knocked away. Nice play by McCabe. Hawkeyes in transition. Cartwright is handling, but that ball knocked out of bounds by McKamey. Jeremy Richmond. Here's Marble. Marble, normally a two guard in high school, but he's learning how to play point here. 15-footer in and out for Cartwright. Tisdale clears a quick outlet pass. McCamey. Paul, rise and fire. And they finally miss one.
Another good look there, though, wide open. Iowa not contesting the three-point shooters.
And a travel coming up. And that will be Wasabi. Wasabi, interesting player from Long Island, New York. He followed Coach McCaffrey to Iowa after originally signing with Siena. 4 turnovers to start this game for the Hawkeyes. 6 for Illinois. Jerome Richmond, the freshman from Waukegan, Illinois, coming into the game. He's McDonald's All-America. There's number 22. 13th McDonald's All-America to sign with the Fighting Illini.
And committed while he was a freshman.
Tisdale rims off, loose ball pulled there, and he's fouled from behind by Gate.
Iowa right now, both ends of the floor, they seem very stagnant. Whether they're in their offensive rhythm, they're not getting a whole lot of movement, and defensively, they're not getting to the box out. Iowa, with everything that's been going on here the last few minutes, really seems to be like they're stuck in mud.
DJ Richardson back in the game with McCamey in the backcourt. And that one goes down for the freshman. Richmond.
You can hear Bruce Weber on the sideline telling Jeremy to stay inside, and there he was able to just slide to the baseline side, stepped out a few feet and got a nice open jump shot.
Inside, left hand for Eric May. Outlet pass, McCamey quickly to the basket, the teardrop, an air ball. And here comes Cartwright. Ahead, May to the basket, and he's fouled.
And that's what Eric May does well. Getting out in transition. Cartwright looking up the floor. May a little late getting back in transition defense, but able to attack the rim, and that's what Eric May can do, is get out in the open floor and try and get baskets. There, Tisdale not able to get back, and Eric May going to the free throw line.
Talking to Coach McCaffrey before the game, during the shoot-around earlier today, he said one of the big keys for this Hawkeye team tonight was Eric May, sophomore from Dubuque, Iowa. He wants him to attack not only offensively, but he also said he wants him to attack defensively. What does that mean?
Well, Eric has been great on the defensive end of the floor, leading his team in steals. He's great at playing the passing lanes, and that's what Eric May did well in high school, and he's been able to transition now with this pressing style of basketball. As you see him almost get a steal there. Coach wants him to be aggressive that way, because when Eric May can get out and get in the defensive lanes, he's able to get easy buckets.
So Jeremy Richmond with an offensive rebound and stick back to make it a 29-16 game. Tisdale picks it off. Iowa very sloppy with the basketball. Fighting Illini making it very hard for him.
Well, right now, Iowa's trying to get back into it, and you can't do it in one place, so they've got to be solid on both ends of the floor, but they've got to get more movement. Offensively, just been standing around, and on that last play, everybody's looking for something that's not there, and that curl wasn't there because Eric May got bumped. But Iowa's got to find that flow that they had early on where they were able to knock down some easy shots.
7th turnover for the Fighting Illini as they get the subs back in the game. McCamey heads to the bench. Brandon Paul replaces him. Marble brings the ball up the floor, guarded by Paul. McCabe steps out, nice backdoor look.
And that's a play that Iowa was working on today in the shoot-around. They were able to get that curl cut for the back door, and McCabe did a great job of squaring up, seeing the entire floor, and Gayton's great cut, baseline side, easy layup.
Richmond hit 3 in a row, finally missed one. Marble showing the athleticism of his dad, ripping that basketball down. Pull-up jump shot inside, around the rim, and no. Leonard. Jump hook. And Gatins with a rebound.
And if Iowa's going to make a one, I think right now is when they do it, because matchup-wise, they're very similar on the floor. Not a whole lot of size differential. I think skill-wise, Iowa matches up very well. So if they're going to make a run, they need to do it here while McCamey's on the bench.
McCabe. And it's
extra pass by Matt Gatins got Zach McCabe a great look. Matt had a good look. McCabe had a great look. And now you hear the Hawkeye fans rising up to help their team.
McCabe, a 39% three-point shooter. That's his 16th three of the year. The fans here in Iowa on their feet and a whistle. Looks like this will go against the Fighting Illini. 6:48 to play. First half, 29-21, Illinois.
If you're like me, you want maximum protection for your engine. You demand it, and Peak delivers. No matter what you drive or how you drive it, nothing protects better than Peak.
Peak Long Life Antifreeze is formulated with an advanced organic technology to protect any engine of any make, any model, anytime. If you can drive it, Peak can protect it.
Make sure you get Peak protection. When you peak, you win.
Trying to leave it to somebody else. Harris, fadeaway three. Get it! Michigan wins! Bring it up for three!
That's the magic number. Yes, it is. It's the magic number. Somewhere in this basketball community, you'll find a three that works for me, and that's the magic number. And that's the magic.
King size. More for less in big and tall sizes. King size offers the big and tall man outstanding values in quality clothing, shoes, and accessories, all in hard-to-find sizes. Casual to dressy, outerwear to underwear, in sizes ranging from large to 10XL. King size shopping made easy. KingSizeDirect.com. More for less in big and tall sizes. For your free introductory offer, go to KingSizeDirect.com/TV.
You want to hang out sometime?
People are going to great lengths to make new friends. Because the more friends you have, the more money you can save with Dish Network.
You want to watch a game on TV sometime? We're friends, right?
Refer a friend to Dish Network and you both get $50 off your bill. Plus, you'll get 5 free pay-per-view movies and your friend will get a special offer. Go online to find out more.
And welcome back. Carver Hawkeye Arena on the campus of the University of Iowa. Gus Johnson along with Kenyon Murray. And the three-point shot, the biggest stat in this game thus far. Illinois 7 of 9 from the three-point line. Iowa 4 of 9 as the Hawkeyes bring the ball up the floor. They've trailed by as many as 13. 29-21, 6:40 to play here in the first half. Gatins on the baseline. Rolls to the basket, the kick deep in the corner, Marble. And a rebound goes to the Hawkeyes. They'll get a new shot clock. And a foul on the pass.
Iowa really settling in here in these last few minutes of executing on the offensive end, getting some really good looks. Great drive there, kick out to Marble, unable to knock down the three, but Andrew Brommer doing work inside like he has this whole season, getting the offensive rebound.
DJ Richardson called for the foul. McCabe way off the mark as he fires a brick. And here comes Paul with Richardson. Davis, Tisdale, McCabe. Tisdale posting up. Got the height advantage. Backs his way down. Left hand, nicely done.
And that's where Mike Tisdale hasn't been converting at a high rate this season. Coach Weber really trying to force feed his big fella, getting the ball inside to get some easy looks.
Tisdale with the block, but Brahmer there for the stick back.
Active man in. Andrew Brahmer's been great energy for the Iowa Hawkeyes this season off the bench. Continuing to show that here, getting the offensive putback against Illinois.
Really done a good job in the offseason, Andrew Brahmer. Getting himself in shape. He's lost weight, gotten stronger. Now Mike Davis wants it. Baseline 12-footer. Tisdale with a rebound. But a foul coming up. And it will go against Illinois. And that's Tisdale as he picks up his second. Big Ten fans, New Year's Day, the Big Ten Network is the place to be for the most extensive coverage of Big Ten bowl games. Before the action kicks off, see complete game previews and breakdowns for every Big Ten bowl game. And when the Rose Bowl is over, get exclusive post-game reaction and recaps live from Pasadena. It's all New Year's Day, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network, presented by Allstate.
Iowa really doing a good job here of contesting that first offensive shot by Illinois and then boxing out.
And a travel called on Marble.
The game's really slowed down on both ends of the floor. We had that frenetic pace early on where three-pointers were dropping like raindrops, and both teams have kind of settled down here defensively, and the tempo's really slowed here the last few minutes.
6 turnovers for the Hawkeyes. Paul driving to the basket, left hand flip up and in.
Great play by the sophomore there. Coach really trying to get his defensive effort to pick up here. The last 5 games, he was averaging over 2 steals a game. Hasn't gotten a steal the last 5 games. So coach is trying to get Paul productive on both ends of the floor.
Marble driving baseline, pulls up off the dribble, down and on the foul.
That's the one thing he can do. Like you said, he's playing the point guard position, but he's a natural scorer, and they're able to take the contact and knock it down. Marble showing some athleticism like his father here.
So Dimitri McCamey picks up his first foul as Roy Devin Marble. He likes to go by Devin because he says he wants to create his own legacy at Iowa. His father, Roy Marble, one of the great players in the history of this program. Played with B.J. Armstrong and Horton, Bill Jones. Hawkeyes that year came out ranked #1 in the nation. And here's Roy Marble.
Interesting note, you know, I'm a Michigan guy, and Roy, Michigan guy as well. That was one of the big things that opened my eyes about the Iowa program, was people like him and B.J. Armstrong coming here. And Roy and I actually played for the same AAU coach, so a lot of the connections there that helped draw someone like myself here to Iowa as well.
And at the free throw line is Richmond as he hits the first. And subs coming into the game. This is Devin Archie, redshirt junior from Indianapolis. And you mentioned something very interesting. Something I thought was interesting when I looked at the notes. Jeremy Richmond signed with Illinois prior to ever playing a high school basketball game. Prior to his first high school game, he already had a 4-year scholarship to a Division I school in the Big Ten.
And in Illinois, that's interesting. I can see it happen in Iowa because it's happened a lot. Kids grow up here, they see that program, they want to be a part of the Iowa Hawkeyes. But for Jeremy Richmond, he knew before he played a game in high school that he wanted to play for the Illini. And I think that says a lot about the program. It also says a lot about the kid and his commitment to being a part of this program.
Wasabi with the jump hook inside as he picked up the loose ball. Hawkeyes continue to scrap. 35-27 inside and one. The good Dr. Mike Davis will go to the line and shoot one. 3:35 to play. First half, 37-27. Illinois heading to...
Only the best make it to the Super Bowl. That's why Papa John's is the official pizza sponsor of Super Bowl 45.
Papa's in the house.
Now through Super Bowl Sunday, you can get any large Papa John's pizza for just $10.
Made from vine-ripened tomatoes, that's what he's tasted.
Get any large for just $10, even specialty pizzas. Order now at the new papajohns.com.
Papa's in the house, and we'll see you Super Bowl Sunday. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Before you load up the old fan-mobile with all the game day essentials, head to Motel6.com to book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain. Go team. We'll leave the light on for you. Official lodging partner of the Big Ten Conference.
Crime is a part of our daily reality. Fortunately, there are professionals dedicated to the pursuit of justice. The ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice offers a program that emphasizes theory, research, and practice in the study of criminal justice. This program offers students a foundation in criminal law, legal procedures, criminal evidence, and criminology. Graduates can pursue career opportunities involving cybersecurity, community corrections, and private investigations. Why wait any longer? Call now and help make this a safer and better place. ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-488-3652 or visit us on the web.
25th ranked Illinois with a 37-27 lead over Iowa. Mike Davis with this basket scores his 1,000th point.
And at Illinois, that's a great achievement because there's a lot of great players that have gone through there, but Mike Davis has really shown over the last couple seasons that he's one of the best players in the Big Ten. Showing it again here tonight.
Mike Davis, he knows how to step up big in big games. Remember against North Carolina earlier this year, recorded his first double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, also tied a career high with 5 assists and 3 steals. And that was a signature win for the Fighting Illini. They've also defeated Maryland, beat North Carolina 79-67. Davis last year led the Big Ten with 9 double-doubles, adds a free throw. And Illinois, who has led by as many as 13, takes a 38-27 lead.
Davis also the active leader in the Big Ten with 27 double-doubles. So Coach Weber wants to see a little bit more of that as they enter the Big Ten season.
Cartwright faded, and he gets the bounce.
Like McCaffrey said, he's a scoring point, and that's the one thing that he has shown this season is that he can get hot and score in bunches.
Cartwright going to Dominguez High School in Compton, California. Same high school as current NBA player Tyson Chandler. And Illinois throws it away. Now be sure to stay tuned at halftime for our State Farm halftime report. Mike Hall and Timmy Doyle. You know Timmy Doyle is always going to have something interesting to say. To say the least. Illinois, 9 turnovers here in the first half, 38-29. Baseline, and that one goes down again as Cartwright starts to warm up with back-to-back buckets. 7-point lead for Illinois. Fighting Illini settling down, especially on the defensive end. They've done a much better job on their perimeter defense, not allowing the Fighting Illini to get the same kind of looks, which allowed them to become successful from the three-point line early. That ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Iowa.
And I think what it was a frantic pace there early on where both teams were kind of filling each other out. Iowa settling down. That's the one thing that Coach McCaffrey has really stressed is that we're going to keep coming after them. We're going to keep the defensive pressure up. And Iowa has really shown that and taken away what the Illini were doing very well early on.
McCamey, the inbounder to Griffey. Now Richardson. Baseline Cole. Got it. This kid can really stroke the basketball.
60% coming in the last 3 games. That's the one thing that he has done well. He doesn't take a lot of them, but the ones that he takes are high quality. He's 3 for 3 here tonight.
So 2:08 to go in the first half. 41-31. The lead grows to 10 once again, as Illinois shooting 8 of 10 from the three-point line. 80%. So let's take a look at the news and notes from around the corner. Men's basketball player of the week, Darius Moores from Michigan, 26-12 versus Bryant. Women's player of the week, Brittany Orban, Northwestern, 20-11 against Toledo. And the football teams, 8 teams participating in postseason play. Iowa, what a game last night. Had a chance to go to Buffalo Wild Wings last night and watch the game. Coming from Tempe, a pick 6 for the win, 27-24 over Missouri. And Illinois pounding Baylor.
Well, both football and basketball showing their muscle here early on in the season. Big Ten football obviously great this year. Some additions coming in next year with Nebraska joining the conference, but basketball really showing strong here early on as well.
Cartwright, back-to-back-to-back baskets. 41-33. Richardson, and he answers. The three-point line has been golden for Illinois in the first half, 9 of 11.
And that time now, a hand in his face. Richardson's still able to knock it down because once you get going, it doesn't matter who's in your face or what they're doing, you're able to knock down shots.
And Richardson, 4 of 5 from downtown to start this game. As you take a look at the contact inside, Mike Davis will pick up the foul, and that's his second. Make that Richmond picking up the foul, and that's his first. So May at the line. And he gets the front end.
And for a guy that shoots as well as he does from the standstill position on the three-point line, this is an area where Eric May's really got to improve. Only shooting 68% from the free throw line. The way he plays, he's going to get to the line a lot, and that's something that he really needs to shore up here as his career continues here at Iowa.
As a matter of fact, the Hawkeyes as a team shooting 64% from the free throw line. And talking to Coach McCaffrey, that's one area that they really want to improve on, especially when you consider the way they play.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to get to the line a lot. They've got guys that like to penetrate. That's one of the things they really teach is putting it on the floor. So they're going to have to up that percentage.
And that's Bill Cole with yet another 3. His 4th 3 of the game. He's 4 for 4. And Illinois taking a 47-35 lead. Cartwright, he's hit 3 baskets in a row. They squeeze him on the baseline. And a timeout called by Iowa. Timeout, Iowa. 47 seconds to play in the first half. 47-35, Illini. And talk about a team prepared to play. Remember, we talked about Illinois coming into this game fresh off 2 losses. Tough one to number 9 Missouri, 75-64. Prior to that, a game that really smarted for them, 57-54 to the University of Illinois Chicago. And talking to Bruce Weber, he said, you know, that's not supposed to happen to us. We're supposed to beat a team like UIC, although we didn't and they played well, and we have to figure out how to play with the same consistency no matter who we're taking on.
And I think the one thing that he pointed out as well was how a team with the leadership, the experience that they have to be able to win those games. Even when they play bad, they have to be able to make plays down the stretch to win. And those are the things that the last 2 games they haven't been able to close them out. And I think it was a wake-up call, and a good wake-up call going into a tough Big Ten season for the Illini. And they're proving it here tonight by playing well, shooting the basketball. They're very, very focused here.
Cartwright feeds the post. Brommer jump hook off the heel. And McCamey comes up with a rebound. 35 seconds remaining in the first half, and the three-point shot has been critical in this first half for Illinois. They can do no wrong. 10 of 12, 83%. About a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. They double team McCamey. Great look and a jam by Mike Davis. 8 seconds to go. McCabe in the front court. May, 3 seconds. Cartwright, will he get it off? Yes, he does as he banks it in, and that will count. 4 straight baskets by Bryce Cartwright. As we take another look, game clock winding down, and he hits the runner with English. 49-37, though, Illinois. The Fighting Illini beating Iowa at its own game, and that's shooting the ball from downtown. 10 first half threes on 12 attempts. And one more look. Cartwright with great touch. Now let's go to Kenyon Murray, who's standing by with Coach Weber.
Coach, Big Ten opener, I know you said you guys needed a wake-up call, but could you give us an assessment of the first half from the Illinois side?
Well, if you shoot the ball well, you look good. And we hadn't shot the ball well the last couple games. Billy Cole came in, made some threes, and DJ made some threes. It gives you a nice advantage. We got to make sure we don't depend on those, get some inside touches, and we gave them too many easy shots down the stretch. Got to find a way to get a knockout punch, and we didn't do it there. That last bucket was key for them.
All right, great. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, our halftime score, 49-37. Illinois leading on the road at the break. Now let's go to Chicago for our halftime report.
Well, it's the first conference game in the career of Fran McCaffrey as head coach. Mike and Tim here in our Chicago studios, and not the kindest of welcomes. I mean, when they made 8 threes, and we're like, well, that's a story we're going to talk about. Then they threw 2 more, and Tim, 83%. Teams don't shoot that well from the free throw line.
You know, and Illinois is a jump shooting team, but this is taking it to a whole new level. 10 3-pointers in the first half. I like to call them a country club team because they like to be on the perimeter. But, geez, in that first half, they had the Arnold Palmers out. Looked like they had the sweater tied around their neck. And 7 for their first 7 from the field from the three-point line. And a lot of these looks were good looks, but Iowa shoots 50% in that first half. I thought offensively they had some kind of rhythm, but defensively, there comes a point, Mike, where you just start running at shooters and force them to drive. When you make 10 first half three-pointers, someone on the Hawkeyes got to have some pride, and then all of a sudden just start gambling. I mean, look at this. This defense is unacceptable. Bill Colberry's another 3. He was 4 for 4 in the first half. And for Iowa, it's going to be a pretty inspirated speech from Fran McCaffrey. I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, run at the shooters, because 10 threes? Whoa, wow, that was an unbelievable first half from the Hawkeyes.
I apologize to all the English teachers out there watching. Go to break.
What?
This is the halftime report. When we come back, we're going to be inspired by the ball games for both of these teams.
Excuse me. Your change. It's nice to know you can trust people. State Farm is counting on it. They want you to talk to your neighbors, then call a State Farm agent, find out how you can get discounts up to 40%. See, State Farm insures 40 million drivers. That's more than Geico and Progressive combined. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. So call an agent.
Hi, Dan Jordan here, CEO and founder of TipTopWebsite.com, where you can create your own website online in 60 seconds. No computer skills are needed, and packages start at only $1.95 a month. Simply the easiest way to create and get a website online right now. I'm so confident that you're going to love our system that I'm going to give you a free trial and a free domain for life. Simply use the promo code TV when you sign up at TipTopWebsite.com.
Are you looking for a secure and inexpensive place to buy and sell online? ListItForABuck.com is a revolutionary new website where you can list anything just for a buck. We provide secure accounts and an easy-to-use website. Sell your stuff for the price you want, and it's only $1 for the listing. Go to ListItForABuck.com and start buying and selling today.
At BigTenNetwork.com.
Both of the schools you're watching in basketball right now have played their bowl games in a 24-hour span. Let's go back to late last night. Missouri and Iowa in the Insight Bowl, and Marcus Coker. How would you describe him?
Inspired.
Not inspirated. Man, he went nuts. He had 219 yards, in Iowa record. He just kept running every chance they had. A lot of credit goes to that offensive line for giving him some holes. Late in the third, Blade Gabbert connects to Michael Egnew, a stud tight end. Gabbert threw for 434 yards. Just under 6 minutes to play, though. This was the play of the game. Gabbert, in one of the most uncharacteristic moves ever, just floats it up for Micah Hyde, who does an incredible job returning. I mean, he goes all the way across the field, goes backwards, then uses his blocks perfectly, and that gave Iowa the lead late in the fourth quarter. They get the victory 27-24 to give the Big Ten their first win of the bowl season. Could the conference get the second win? Illinois and Baylor in a game that just ended. Nathan Shieldhouse was on fire. He completed his first 13 passes of the game. Here he's handing it off to Mikel LaShore, 13 yards out, then in his second score of the day. Illini lead 24-0. First and goal for Baylor. Starts to come back. This is Jay Finley to the right side. He finds it. Finally, Baylor's on the board. This is basically a home game for Baylor, mind you, in the state of Texas. Fourth quarter, 4th and 14. Look what Baylor does. Robert Griffin just flings it up there to Kendall Wright. A great catch. Baylor's now down only by 10, but with about 7 minutes left, give it back to LaShore.
Inspired.
His third touchdown of the day. 184 rushing yards. Breaks a single season record for the Illini. 38-14. Big hats all around for everyone. Reminder coming up later tonight, the finale presented by Reese's. Tim and I will be here. Glenn Mason going to join us as well to break down what he saw in this game as the Big Ten now 2-0 in bowl games. Because they got 5 more coming up on January 1st. Illinois just shooting
so inspired in that first half. 10 3-pointers. The Illini looking sharp in Iowa City.
I'm gonna take a quick dip.
Okay.
Keep your head in the game with NFL Mobile and never miss a touchdown with NFL Red Zone every Sunday afternoon.
You're picturing me as Adrian Peterson again, aren't you?
Don't be silly, Adrian Peterson.
Stay focused. Get NFL Mobile only on Verizon.
You know, most college students change their major before graduation. Not me. I always knew what I wanted to be. And then I changed majors 8 or 9 times. It's a good thing Illinois has so many options. I wanted to find something that challenged me and stretched my abilities. I may not have succeeded at everything, but all those experiences helped me figure out what I was actually good at.
What are you, a comedian?
Explore Illinois. More choices, more chances to find your passion.
I'm Mike Tisdale from the Finding Illini basketball team, and I'm here to share some words about the importance of a quality education. The degree I'm earning from the University of Illinois will be a difference maker in my life. I hope all of my young fans will commit to reading books, keeping up on their homework, and learning great life lessons from their parents and teachers. Your ability to attend an outstanding university like Illinois starts with your daily commitment to education. Readers are leaders. Be tough enough and smart enough to succeed in the classroom. Go Illini.
New Year's Day, the Big Ten Network is the only place for extensive coverage of every Big Ten Bowl.
Once again, the nation is going to be watching the Big Ten.
At 11 Eastern, get ready for all 5 games on the Big Ten Bowl pregame show.
Whoever wins that matchup will win the game.
And after the Rose Bowl, Dave, Jerry, and Howard are live from the granddaddy of them all. And we break down the entire day on the Big Ten Bowl wrap-up. It's all New Year's Day, presented by Allstate, only on the Big Ten Network.
Mike and Tim back here on the State Farm Halftime Report. Illini with a comfortable lead, 49-37, shooting lights out. How do they keep it going in the second half?
Well, I keep doing what you're doing if you're the Illini. Offensively, Bruce Weber had to be happy, except for that last basket for the Hawkeyes before the half. Just gives Bruce Weber something to talk about at halftime, but he had to be thrilled. 10 first half three-pointers. And for the Hawkeyes, there's been so much breakdown defensively. You took a look at those highlights in the first half. They're basically getting open looks. So Iowa's showing their youth in their first conference game. They just have to relax. Offensively, they had a rhythm, but defensively, they're running around with chickens with their heads cut off.
Yeah, well, this is an Illini team very different from the team we've seen the last 2 games. They lost those last 2 games. In fact, they had their 2 lowest point totals of the entire season, but now they're coming back, and it's a 12-point lead. Iowa's got some work to do. Gus and Kenyon with the second half call right after this here on the Big Ten Network.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning.
When you ask people about college sports dynasties, most people think of football and basketball teams. But Iowa wrestling has to be in the discussion. Since 1975, we've won 23 national championships. And my dad wrestled here when we won our very first national title. The legacy here makes this a very special place. They demand the best, but it's worth every minute. And there's nothing else like it.
Order your tickets today online at HawkeyeSports.com.
The Big Ten Network has Rose Bowl week covered. Tomorrow, hear from the participants as they step to the podium for Media Day. Then on Friday, Dave Rebs and Jerry DiNardo and Howard Griffith break down every aspect of the Wisconsin-TCU showdown on the Rose Bowl preview. And witness the induction of Hayden Fry and Leroy Keys during the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame ceremony. It's all tomorrow and Friday. Presented by Allstate on the Big Ten Network.
Big Ten basketball is brought to you by 5-Hour Energy, the no-wait, no-hassle way to a great morning. Visit 5hourenergy.com. And by Sonic, America's drive-in. And welcome back to Iowa City, 49-37. Illinois, the 25th ranked team in the country. On top, both teams' first conference game of the year. Gus Johnson, Kenyon Murray, some very interesting statistics, Kenyon. When you look at Illinois over the last 2 games, they're 9 of 35 from the three-point line. And tonight, they've hit 10 threes in the first half.
Here tonight, and I think it's been their flow, their focus. Guys are getting open looks. Iowa really hasn't identified the shooters, and like you're saying, shooting the basketball well, it comes off of good passing. And Illinois, 13 assists on 18 field goals tonight, so they're really sharing the basketball. So Illinois came in here focused. I think Bruce Weber's awakening has really happened here for the Illini here in the first half.
All right, let's take a look at some of the game leaders in the first half. Richardson, 12 points. He hit 4 threes. Cole for Illinois, 12 points. Perfect from the three-point line. Cartwright, back-to-back-to-back-to-back baskets, including the one at the end of the first half. Tonight's game leaders presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Coming up, let's see what happens here in the second.
Unsurpassed literary stature. Unprecedented medical breakthroughs. Life-changing scientific discovery. Soaring artistic achievement. With an indelible legacy and an extraordinary future, the University of Iowa is a top-tier public institution that truly is transforming lives.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Big Ten Conference and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Big Ten Conference.
Sunday, it's another great doubleheader of hoops action on the Big Ten Network. First, talented guards square off when Taylor Battle leads the Nittany Lions against Darius Morris and the Wolverines. Then, it's a showdown in Champaign when John Lure and the Badgers battle Dimitri McCamey and the Illini. Big Ten Basketball Sunday, presented by 5 Hour Energy in high def, only on the Big Ten Network.
Fighting Illini with a 49-37 lead at halftime as we prepare for the second half. And the MFS, first half difference maker is DJ Richardson.
DJ Richardson did a great job in the first half of getting to the spot. Teammates doing a great job of finding him. And here's a guy that's been shooting over 40% from the three-point line this year, getting great looks. It's hard not to knock him down when you get that many open shots.
DJ Richardson 4-5 from the three-point line, 12 points, 18 minutes. He also has 4 assists and a rebound as well.
I think as a sophomore coming off a Big Ten Freshman of the Year campaign, Coach Weber was wanting him to be more versatile. He was more of a spot-up shooter last year, which he's showing that and displaying that here tonight. But the assist, really showing that he's looking for his teammates, trying to get everybody else involved. DJ Richardson really evolving as a player for the Illini.
Richardson averaging 11 points a game last year. He's averaging close to 12 this season with a terrific first half. Fighting Illini with the basketball to start the second half. Richardson wide open and buries it again.
Great set play against the zone. McCamey once again finding the open man.
And Gatens throws it out of bounds.
And there you see, trying to get it all back in one play. You know, Illinois very patient on the offensive end, ran a good set. Matt Gatens didn't have anything on there on the break. Just needs to slow it down, run your offense, and try and get back in this game a little bit at a time.
Largest lead of the game now. Davis from Tisdale on the alley-oop. And Illinois blowing this one wide open now. 54-37 inside. Basavi blocked by Tisdale.
And Illinois second in the Big Ten in block shots, averaging almost 6 blocks per game. Tisdale showing why there on the Basavi rejection.
20th block of the season for Tisdale. 54-37. May baseline. Rebounded. Basavi, he can't lay it in, but the putback is there for Cole.
2-man attack there on the offensive glass. What Cole and Basavi been doing all season long. Iowa trying to chip away at the lead.
Richardson, 5 of 6 from the three-point line. Davis with the hook shot inside. Illinois firing on all cylinders in their first conference game of the year. Gatens, short. Tisdale, outlet, McCamey. Watch out, McCamey, nice bounce pass, and they'll get it right back for the lay-in. Jeremy Richmond, unselfish. And that'll force Iowa to call a timeout. Start of the second half. Fighting Illini. Moving, grooving. 58-39.
Some people need a good reason to switch insurance companies. We've got 3 of them. See your independent agent representing Auto Owners Insurance and switch today. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Open up a Cadillac during our season's best sales event and receive the gift of asphalt. Experience the Cadillac Escalade, the most acclaimed luxury SUV ever. It's the one gift you can open up all year long. See your Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer, backed by the peace of mind that only comes from Cadillac Premium Care Maintenance. The season's best sales event from Cadillac ends soon.
Watch Big Ten games at home or on the go. Live college basketball, including Big Ten Network broadcasts streaming right on your VCast phone. Only from Verizon.
I'm going to take a quick dip.
Okay.
Keep your head in the game with NFL Mobile. And never miss a touchdown with NFL Red Zone every Sunday afternoon.
You're picturing me as Adrian Peterson again, aren't you?
Don't be silly, Adrian Peterson.
Stay focused. Get NFL Mobile only on Verizon.
2 years in a row was overwhelming. Now we're really blushing. Thank you to all our policyholders who rated us highest in customer satisfaction 3 years in a row. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Illinois starts the second half 4 of 4 from the field to take their largest lead of the game, 58-39. And let's take a look at the schedule coming up for the Fighting Illini. Their next game against Wisconsin, nice win for Badgers against Tubby Smith and Minnesota last night. Northwestern, Penn State winning their season opener on the road at Indiana. And then the Fighting Illini will take on Wisconsin in Madison, and then the mighty Spartans of Michigan State. But Bruce Weber has to be happy with the way his team has played in this game thus far.
I think it's a statement game. You want to open up the Big Ten season on a winning note, and to play like this, to play as a team, to really show your leadership on every aspect of the game here tonight is something that Bruce Weber has to be happy with.
Cartwright, ball reversal, May, Tisdale doing a nice job closing on him and make him pick up his dribble. Make that Mike Davis. And Gayton's the runner. Tough shot. Cole can't hold on, and foul.
DJ Richardson going in, trying to block Jared Cole out. Cole very active inside like he's been the whole season. DJ Richardson just not able to match up with the size of Cole.
So DJ Richardson picks up his second foul. As Cartwright inbounds it on the baseline. Gayton wide open and hits.
Great set play. Another play that they worked on today here. Screening that baseline guy, able to throw it all the way across the floor to get Matt Gayton's a wide open shot. Iowa needs more of those plays here in the second half.
58-42. Gayton's with 8 points and a whistle. As the Fighting Illini turn the ball over. Don't miss the series premiere of the powerful new FX original drama Lights Out, coming Tuesday, January 11th, only on FX.
And if you look at anything here in this game that Illinois has struggled with, it's been turnovers. That's their 10th turnover of the game. They've done a great job, but a lot of their turnovers have just been lapse of concentration, just like that with McCamey in a 5-second violation.
May, as he buries a three. 58-45. Iowa trying to claw their way back into this game. Ball knocked away, stolen by Cole. Lead pass. Gayton has got Cartwright with him. Finds a little point gun.
There's a transition into Iowa fans have been looking for, taking advantage when you have an opportunity. Matt Gayton's finding Cartwright. The microwave here. Cartwright going 5 for 5 in his last 5 shots. Iowa closing the gap. Going to the line with the ability to cut it to 10.
So Iowa currently on an 8-0 run. Back-to-back triples by Gayton's and May, and then a nice steal by Cole. They find Cartwright in the front court. He misses the free throw, and Tisdale comes down with it.
Once again, at Achilles heel at the free throw line, Bryce Cartwright, your starting point guard, shooting under 70% from the free throw line. Iowa, big chink in their armor.
Cole 4 for 4 from the three-point line in the first half. McCamey off the heel. Loose ball, got it around, picked up Cartwright. High stepping into the front court, and he turns it over. Whoa, what a great play by McCabe. May fires. Cole is there, saves it, kicks. Iowa keeping the ball alive. You're seeing extra effort as the fans get back into it. They haven't had a lot to cheer about. But the Hawkeyes with a chance to get it inside 10 on this trip. Nine to shoot. Gayton stop and start with the bucket up. Count it. No! It rolls off. But a foul on the play against Cole, and that'll send Gayton's to the line. 15:35 to play in the second half. 58-47. Hawkeyes showing some life.
Roll into Sonic and get ready for something different. Like richer, creamier real ice cream. Plumper, juicier footlong conies. And a new, bigger, thicker burger patty. All better tasting than ever. And delivered with style by a friendly, smiling car hop. It's new, it's better. It's the new Sonic Good.
State Farm agent Carrie Maddox
loves to tell everyone how drivers can get discounts up to 40%. Your neighbors can tell you too. They're probably some of State Farm's 40 million drivers, so talk to them. Then call a State Farm agent like me.
Call her.
This January, big things are happening on the Big Ten Network. The nation's premier college basketball league tips off conference play. Whoa! With behind-the-scenes access on the award-winning series, The Journey Big Ten Basketball 2011. And we reveal the top 10 greatest icons in Big Ten history. It's all this January, only on the Big Ten Network.
Here we go. Watch out, folks. Bam! No look pass. How about that? The lob. Oh! And the jam. Whoa! Ha ha! Oh, nice look. Pounds it down. Oh! Oladipo! Ha ha! That's what we're talking about. And be sure to stay tuned after the game. The finale presented by Reese's. Mike Hall, Rick Pizzo with Timmy Doyle and Glenn Mason. We'll have highlights and analysis of this game, plus Texas Bowl highlights and Insight Bowl recap and highlights as well. Big Ten 2-0 in the bowl season thus far. I can't wait to see that Wisconsin-TCU game. Because if Wisconsin gets a chance, they'll score 100. Easy. Easy if they get a chance.
You know, and it's going to be interesting.
They won't call off the dog.
It's going to be interesting to see how they match up because Wisconsin's such a great running team. It'll be interesting to see how TCU can match up with that power.
Bruce Weber telling you at halftime something very interesting, that they can't rely on the three-point shot even though they hit 10 in the first half.
And what it's been is they've had some good looks. They've missed a couple here in the second half. They've missed a couple shots. And that's allowed Iowa to get out and run and get transition opportunities. They also have turned the ball over, which has been really the only thing that's hurt them in this game is turnovers. And right now they've got 11 turnovers, and that's led directly to Iowa getting back into this game.
So after trailing by as many as 19, Iowa on a 10-0 run. And we now have a 58-49 game. McCamey. Mike Davis calling for it inside. He goes away from him. Now Davis pops out on the baseline. That's an air ball. May with the rebound. Cartwright, May, Cole, McCabe, and Gayton's on the floor for the Hawkeyes. Conference opener for both teams. McCabe slips on the baseline, drives to the bucket, and that one deflected out of bounds by Brandon Paul.
Great adjustment there by Iowa, where Illinois has been trying to trap that pick and roll. Gatens, instead of driving off the left, actually reversed the basketball to McCabe, which allowed them to get a dribble drive on the baseline side. Illinois just doing a good job of getting their hands up on the play.
Gatens thought about it, thinking about it, got Davis in the air, put it on the check, and a no-look pass. That's not what you want to do when you've got the kind of momentum that the Hawkeyes have.
And Gatens making a great up fake, actually had a jump shot at the free throw line if he would have took it, or possibly getting all the way to the rack. Instead, he looked to make a tough pass to McCabe, and they turned it over.
9th turnover for the Hawkeyes. McCamey tries a crossover. Iowa doing a nice job shutting down Cole in the second half. He was 4 for 4 from the three-point line in the first half. As we approach 10 on the shot clock. Davis coming out the screen. McCamey turns the corner. Tisdale. Got it.
Tough shot. Great defense there by Jared Cole. Contesting the shot, but Illinois still, Coach Weber wanting them to get the ball inside. Iowa doing a great job of keeping Illinois on the perimeter.
60-49, Fighting Illini. Now the pick and roll, Cartwright guarded by Paul. Picks up his dribble. Five to shoot. Gatens deep in the corner. May. And Tisdale with a rebound. McCamey double teamed up top, dribbles right out of it to the basket. Left hand up and a blocking foul coming up.
Iowa getting caught there reaching. Iowa doing a good job of stepping out, but Jared Cole and then Cartwright on consecutive plays as Dimitri McCamey was making that dribble penetration, just going for the reach, putting Zach McCabe in a very awkward position there to try and take the charge.
Zach McCabe picking up his first foul on the play. So Dimitri McCamey, a preseason Wooden and Naismith candidate, hits the first free throw. As the subs come in, May heads to the bench, replaced by Marble. Tisdale going to the bench, and he's replaced by Leonard.
And McCamey quietly having a good game.
Second free throw goes down.
10 points, 9 assists, and he really hasn't been the story of the game, but quietly he's just orchestrated this Illini run of events here tonight and really set it up well for everybody else on the team.
Richardson has been one of the huge stories of this game for the Fighting Illini, with his ability to hit the ball from downtown. 5 of 6 from the three-point line. McCabe, double clutch, rejected out of bounds. Nice play by Leonard.
And Iowa again aggressive to the basket. They're trying to get some dribble penetration there. I think hitting the elbow, Zach McCabe able to square up and try and get to the basket.
And Cartwright throws it away on the inbound.
You want to kill momentum, just start turning the basketball over.
Ball stolen away. Nice job by the freshman Marble. With his dad in the stands, the kick, Gatens. He fires and hits.
And that's a good shot. Great shot fake there by the shooter, Matt Gatens, who's knocked down some threes. Able to step into a nice jump shot. Matt Gatens really setting up his game there with the pump fake.
And you really understand what Coach McCaffrey means when he wants Gatens to continue to attack. We've seen him on a couple of possessions in this second half turn down shots, some at the end of the shot clock that he probably should be taking himself because he's their best player.
Well, Matt has been the best player here for the last couple years, and he was strictly known as a one-dimensional player, catch and shoot. And what Coach McCaffrey wants him to do is be able to put the ball on the floor and utilize his strength. And there, Matt able to use the pump fake. They know he's a great shooter. Cole goes up, Matt steps into it. Great shot, great release. That's what he's been able to bring to his game this year under Coach McCaffrey, making himself a very, very difficult guard for players in the Big Ten.
Gatens, 6 feet 5 inches. And with that kind of shot, Very dangerous every time
Into
he
the
touches
Iowa
the ball.
lineup, number 2.
But it's going to take some time, as you mentioned at the top of our broadcast, for the mentality to change.
Yeah, because one of the things is the players that were under Licklider were always playing a slow and very deliberate game. Coach McCaffrey wants to take advantage of the break, and so one of the things that some of the players, especially Matt, had a trouble with was catching up to that tempo, and that's one thing Coach said a lot of. Matt's got to catch up to us. He's got to speed up, and he's really found that rhythm here in the last 4 games.
McCamey having an excellent game, 10 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds. He's 3 of 5 from the field. He's hit 2 of 3 from the three-point line. And a whistle. Looks like that is a foul on the sideline. And it will go against Jared Cole, his 3rd.
One thing there, Jared Cole, seeing that he's got the sideline there, needs to take a bigger step to close that off. McCamey's very good with the ball. And one thing that good ball handlers will do, guys that like to drive the basketball, is they'll get their shoulders lower than their defender. And once you do that, you allow yourself to be quicker and more aggressive.
Nice play by Cole. Marble pulls up. That's a brick. Loose ball. Cole picks it up. Stolen by the freshman, and he lays it in. Beautifully done by Devin Marble. And the lead is 9, 62 to 53.
Heads up play there by the freshman, staying in there, even though he didn't get a great shot off, able to step in and get the steal.
Look at Iowa come up with timely stops. McCamey. Ankle breaking crossover, picked it up and traveled. 11:23 to go, second half. 15 turnovers for Illinois. Hawkeyes fighting, scrapping, clawing, trying to get back in this game. Devin Marble in front of Dad.
Down by 7. Final play for Detroit.
Only thing that would make this any better is overtime.
They'll need a miracle to win this football game. Harris slot right, drops back. Hines takes the pass at the 30. With a seam! Wow! Can you believe it? One man to beat! We're headed to overtime!
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
Field goal for the win!
The Big Ten Network has Rose Bowl week covered. Tomorrow, hear from the participants as they step to the podium for Media Day. Then on Friday, Dave Rebson, Jerry DiNardo, and Howard Griffith break down every aspect of the Wisconsin-TCU showdown on the Rose Bowl preview. And witness the induction of Hayden Fry and Leroy Keys during the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame ceremony. It's all tomorrow and Friday. Presented by Allstate on the Big Ten Network. See up to 75 live events via high-quality video streaming at BigTenNetwork.com. This winter, catch the excitement of men's and women's basketball and wrestling. Get your school or conference pass now at BigTenNetwork.com.
Go to BigTenNetwork.com and sign up for the Big Ten Superfans program. Watch the Big Ten Network and win great prizes all season long. Show your passion. Sign up for Big Ten Superfans presented by 5 Hour Energy today.
Big Ten basketball is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Get to know the independent agents representing Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. And by Verizon, the signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon. Welcome back to Iowa City. 11:23 to play in the first half. The conference opener for the Hawkeyes and Fighting Illini. And since 2001, it's been tough going for the Hawkeyes, but they have a new man in Fran McCaffrey. He's positive. He's got a system. It's going to take a couple of minutes for Coach McCaffrey to get his players, but right now they're fighting hard. May goes to the basket on attack mode now. We've been talking about that the entire game, and he now goes to the line to shoot 2. Iowa's trailed by as many as 19.
They've done it. They've chipped away at it. They've got great defensive stops on one end, and then they've attacked and really executed offensively here in the second half. And there, Iowa again catching the ball. First thing, looking to attack the basket and trying to get those guys inside in foul trouble.
Free throws, though, a problem for this Iowa squad. 64% free throw shooting. as a team on the year, as Tisdale picked up the foul, his third. Hawkeyes 5 of 8 from the free throw line prior to that shot. 62-54, closing in on 11 minutes to go in the second half. Hawkeyes trying to dig in on defense now. Cole, Tisdale holding it up high. Richardson, he's hit 5 threes on 6 attempts in this game. Only 1 though in the second half. McCamey with the step to the bucket. Tried to kick it out, deflected. May ahead of the field, over the midcourt line, and he's fouled.
And now they're calling an intentional foul because there was no play on the ball by Jeremy
Richmond.
And looking back on it, great play by Iowa on the defensive end once again. And Richmond just going over the top there, no play on the basketball. Eddie Hightower making a intentional foul call there on Richmond.
So May goes to the line.
Free throws are killing them right now.
May 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And he misses a pair. Wow.
And there you go. Turnovers, missed free throws, momentum killers right there. Iowa easily could have this lead down to 3 or 2 with just making their free throws.
Hawkeye shooting 54% from the free throw line, 6 of 11. But they'll get the ball back after the intentional foul. Inside, and they throw it away. McCamey the other way.
Iowa shooting themselves in the foot there once again. Able to chip into the lead, but turnovers again.
Richmond. And a hand-checking foul coming up on Brahmer. Andrew Brahmer picks up his first.
And you see the talent there by the freshman, able to dribble, drive, and draw a foul on Andrew Brahmer, really showing his array of skills there on the perimeter, being able to dribble, penetrate, and try and get to the basket.
3 team fouls against the Hawkeyes. 62-54 as Richmond finds Richardson. McCamey got it. Big shot, big time shot there.
And that's what you need from your senior point guard. They're able to see that we're struggling a little bit on the offensive end, able to raise up, cool, calm, and collected and knock down another 3.
65-54. May backs it up. Brahmer calling for it. May straight to the bucket. He stripped, picked it back up. Underneath, blocked by the backboard. 12 to shoot. Brahmer, nice bounce pass. McCabe and long. Iowa crafty inside. And McCabe will go to the line and shoot a free throw.
Eric May made that play, able to stay with the basketball after a drive and strip. Ball blocked, keeping his head up. And then who's the guy? Andrew Brahmer, a guy with new confidence, and the freshman McCabe able to finish it, drawing a foul there on Tisdale. Iowa scrappy.
Tisdale heading to the bench with his 4th foul. McCabe at the line. Hawkeyes have to hit their free throw. And he does.
McCabe's second best free throw shooter behind Matt Gaten's on this team, shooting over 80%. The freshman cutting the lead there. Iowa's got to make a stand.
65-57. Under 10 to go. Fighting Illini, leading by as many as 19. They've lost 2 in a row. The number 9 Missouri and UIC. Cole can't find any space. 10 to shoot. They give it to McCamey as the shot clock winds down. Here's a pick and roll. Brahmer right with them. Richmond a 3. Off the back rim, and the rebound goes to Billy Cole. New shot clock for Illinois.
And that's what happens when you get those long shots, the long rebounds. Iowa scrambling all over the floor, unable to get a body on the man. Illinois with a second chance opportunity.
Davis now across the lane. Forced that one up. Brahmer boxed him out, picked up the board. Cartwright in transition. Gaten's has been quiet lately. Let's see if they try to get him a touch. Baseline, Marble. Off the glass,
The freshman, crafty on the baseline there, able to slither through. Just a glimpse of daylight there, and Marble able to slide up and knock it down. He may look slight, but he's got the strength to finish inside.
Richmond picks up his third foul. Devin Marble. As Roy Marble, one of the all-time Iowa greats, he's off his feet watching his kid at his alma mater. 65-59. Hawkeyes, 7 of 13 from the free throw line, 54%. Cole. Iowa, over the last few minutes, have done a much better job of closing on the shooters on the perimeter.
Closing on the shooters and not allowing Illinois to get inside, which is where Coach Weber's wanted to dump the basketball. They have absolutely no inside game as of right now.
8 to shoot. McCamey has it knocked away. Picked up 4 to shoot. McCamey's got to hurry. 2 to shoot. The runner. Oh!
That's just tough. There's nothing you can do about that.
Dimitri McCamey makes it a 67-59 game. McCamey on the night with 15 points, 9 assists, and a couple of rebounds.
And he never seemed rushed on that shot either.
McCabe for 3. High arc or no. And Tisdale breaks it down with one hand. 7:17 to play second half. McCamey. Richmond. Hear those sneakers squeaking. Everybody's digging in. McCamey a 3 again. Oh, he buried another one. Back-to-back threes.
Dead-eye shooter. You talk about a guy taking the heart out of a team. McCamey, 2 threes and an end of the shot clock runner. Ice cold.
18 points for Dimitri McCamey.
And what you gotta love is he never seems rushed. He plays at the same tempo. He's never rattled. Even with the shot clock running down, he's taking a shot and looks as calm as if he had 25 seconds left to go. That is the guy that you want to have on your ball club leading you into the conference.
As coaches always say, under control.
Always. And that's hard to find because we talk about good guard play. One of the things we were talking about earlier today is how good guard play is few and far between in the NCAA. And when you have good guards, especially that point guard position, you have a chance to win. And Dimitri McCamey will give Illinois a chance to win every night on the floor because of his play.
Dimitri McCamey, 18 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds. He's 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Cartwright, McCabe, Cole, Gatens, Marble.
Both teams going very, very small, but very, very skilled.
Now Illinois playing a zone. Cole kicks it out. Gatens. Marble fired. Can't get the bounce. Batted out by Cole into the hands of Marble.
Great work by Jared Cole there on the inside.
Now Cole facing 8 feet away. Across the lane. Pure. Nice. Big try.
Great move there by Jared Cole. Very, very patient. He squared up, saw what the defense was giving him, able to one dribble pull up. That's the one dimension that he's really worked on coming into his senior year. Jared Cole able to cut the lead.
Let's see what Iowa can do. McCamey on the bench now. Richmond nice around the world and got it. That's a McDonald's All-America type move for the freshman.
Very patient there by the freshman. Coach Weber inserting him in the lineup because he's doing things on the floor, rebounding and assisting on baskets that he needs right now.
Cole facing all Mike Davis, creating space. 5:40 to play. Iowa's got to hurry up if they want to get back into this game. McCain thought about it, spinning, leaning, and an offensive foul. He passed up the wide open three.
And Cole there, the senior, taking the step. Iowa's got to make some plays here going down the stretch.
I practically stole this house. This beautiful chandelier was $1,200 retail. I picked it up for $350. This exotic rug, picked it up at a flea market for 10% its value. My tax software that was charging me $79, traded it in to taxslayer.com. $9.95, and it handles even my stock sales and itemized deductions. So how do I spend my money?
Catherine, ready to work out?
Show me the shimmy.
I'm Dale Jr. Remember to file your taxes fast with taxslayer.com.
After a record-breaking season and a run at the Big Ten title, the Hawkeyes are back with one of the strongest returning rosters in the Big Ten. This year's only getting better. Don't miss a single game at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Get your tickets today and get your game face on. Purchase your tickets at 1-800-IA-HAWKS or online at HawkeyeSports.com.
Sunday, it's another great doubleheader of hoops action on the Big Ten Network. First, talented guards square off when Taylor Battle leads the Nittany Lions against Darius Morris and the Wolverines. Then, it's a showdown in Champaign when John Lure and the Badgers battle Dimitri McCamey and the Illini. Big Ten Basketball Sunday, presented by 5 Hour Energy in high def, only on the Big Ten Network.
Let's take a look at the Reese's perfect combination tonight. Richardson and McCamey.
Dimitri McCamey has shown here in the last few minutes why he's a Naismith candidate. He's been cold-blooded killer with his shots at the end of the shot clock and knocking down some threes, and he's really set up DJ Richardson. I think both of these guys have played well offensively, not only scoring the basketball, but assisting and getting other people involved.
Carver Hawkeye Arena on the campus of University of Iowa, 72-61. The Fighting Illini with the lead in Illinois this season. We've had a very, very tough schedule already, losing to Texas in overtime, 90-84, beating Maryland, beating North Carolina, beating Gonzaga, falling to UIC, falling to number 9 Missouri. So the Illini battle-tested early on. McCamey, the catalyst here in the second half. After Iowa made its run, Richardson all tipped up in the air. Mike Davis there and puts it in.
Another play there by Bill Cole, taking the charge before the timeout and then tipping the ball there to Mike Davis to give the Illini a second opportunity.
Meanwhile, Cartwright with the dribble penetration and draws the foul. Count the basket. So Cartwright goes to the line, and be sure to stay tuned after the game for the finale presented by Reese's. Mike Hall, Rick Tizo, Timmy Doyle, and Glenn Mason. Highlights from this game, the Texas Bowl. Also, a recap from last night's Insight Bowl. Hawkeyes successful over Mizzou. Cartwright adds a free throw, 10-point game. Under 5 to go, a lot of time now, three-quarter court pressure by Iowa. What is this meant to do?
Well, it's really just get them in a rush. I mean, whenever you throw on a press, you're trying to get the other team to speed up. But the one thing about Illinois is you've got one of the best point guards in the country that's not going to speed up. And so he's going to make sure that they run the offense, get the ball where it needs to be. Iowa just has the hope to get them to take a perimeter shot and then rebound the basketball.
Davis flashes across the lane and knocks down a 15-footer. Illinois so well coached, so well prepared.
And that's the one thing that you need going into the Big Ten Conference, because we've talked about the coaches that are in this league, top to bottom. You've got a slew of Hall of Fame coaches. And so it's going to be a matter of execution, and Illinois is executing to perfection tonight.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Iowa, and timeout on the floor. 3:57 to play in the second half. 76-64. Illinois.
I don't want to work out this morning.
Isn't there some law against sweating before 9 a.m.? Get in shape. Who needs it? Oh yeah, I do. I need motivation. I need coffee? No. Well, hey there, buddy.
Want to actually feel like working out? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's quick, simple, and just the thing to help you get up and moving.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy. Feel like working out for a change.
State Farm is bigger than Geico and Progressive combined. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. But don't just take my word for it. Talk to your neighbors. Then call a State Farm agent and see how much you could be saving.
If you're like me, you want maximum protection for your engine. You demand it, and Peak delivers. No matter what you drive or how you drive it, nothing protects better than Peak.
Peak Long Life Antifreeze is formulated with an advanced organic technology to protect any engine of any make, any model, any time. If you can drive it, Peak can protect it.
Make sure you get Peak protection. When you peak, you win.
12-point game in Iowa City. My call here in our Big Ten Network studios in Chicago. Remind you when this game is done. Stick with us because it has been a busy day in the Big Ten. We're going to recap it all with the finale presented by Reese's. Lots to get to, not just this game, the highlights and reaction. Tim Doyle's here for that, but also football, the bowl game that just ended, the Texas Bowl, the Illini won. We'll show you how. Plus, we'll look back at the the Illinois bowl game from today and Iowa's yesterday. Let's get back out to Gus.
All right, 76-64, our score. 25th ranked Illinois with the lead. 3:57 to go. Our Verizon key connection is Dimitri McCamey and Mike Tisdale.
And he's been doing that all night, been doing it all season. And Dimitri McCamey, the engine that's running this Illini train here tonight. You know, he's a coach on the floor, and Bruce Weber has got to feel very, very happy with their play tonight, but it's a direct reflection in their quarterback on the floor.
One shy of a season high, 9 assists, averaged 7 last year. One of the top assist men in the nation. Dimitri McCamey, so confident.
And unheralded, you know, he's joined an exclusive club in the Big Ten. There's only been 6 players to score over 1,400 points and have 600 assists, and he joined that club here this season.
McCamey on the baseline. Clinic.
And adding to it right there. He's been clutch.
78-64. Illinois. May trying to free himself. McCabe with a good look. And McCamey with the rebound. That's his 3rd rebound.
Once again, just slowing it down, bringing it up, knowing exactly what Coach Weber wants to run. He's the guy that's going to have the basketball in his hand these last 3 minutes.
3 minutes to play. Second half, 78-64. Richardson, McCamey, Tisdale, Davis. Along with Paul. 4 to shoot for McCamey. The runner. Soft touch off the front rim. No. Marble pulls it down.
The way he's been shooting, I was expecting that one to go down too.
Gayton. And we've talked about aggressiveness. Gayton's has not been heard over the last 5-6 minutes.
And that's been a great job by Illinois, just taking him out of what he wanted to do. The one good thing is how they adjust. And Illinois has adjusted tonight to what Iowa's been wanting to do.
Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Hawkeyes. Home against Ohio State, at Purdue, Northwestern, Minnesota. No rest for the weary.
No, it's not. And I think it's going to be tough for every team this year going into the Big Ten season. But I think Iowa has a chance to give a lot of teams some run, just like they're doing here tonight. There's just a few things that they shore up. They'll be able to compete and maybe knock off some teams there. And, you know, Northwestern on that schedule
has one loss. And so they're the team in the conference that nobody's really talking about, and they're probably have their best team that they've ever had at Northwestern.
And for Illinois, number 30, Bill Cole.
2:26 to play, second half, 78-67. As McCamey prepares to inbound the ball. But under Coach McCaffrey, this is going to be a very attractive program for highly skilled players because there are so many shots for everybody.
It is. Highly skilled players are going to want to come here. They're going to have an opportunity to play. This team is very young, so there's going to be a chance for anybody coming into the program to get minutes. And I think if you're able to play an up-tempo style, this is somewhere that you want to go.
And a whistle and foul. This will go against Tisdale. And Tisdale fouls out.
And that's a play. That's Eric May's fault. You know, Mike Tisdale's there setting the screen. He seems set, but it's up to Eric May to let Marble know that that screen's coming. He wasn't able to communicate that, and so you've got Devin Marble turning around, running into a brick wall.
So Tisdale fouls out with 6 points and 7 rebounds.
Iowa did a great job, really, of taking him out of the game. Early foul trouble, and then really not allowing him to get any post touches. Iowa was able to take Tisdale out of the game, but Illinois having other guys to step into that role tonight and give him some big minutes.
Coach McCaffrey, his team shooting 46% from the field. And make it even better. And Illinois, they've held 23 consecutive opponents under 50% shooting. As Gatens buries the shot, a minute 47 to go, we have an 8-point game.
And Gayton there actually getting hit on the shot, able to stay with it. The one thing he's been doing a great job of as a shooter is staying with his shot. Pass right there in the shot pocket. Gayton's able to rise up and knock it down. But you talk about that stat of playing defense and keeping teams under 50%. That's an unbelievable stat. And if you're able to do that as a team, you're going to be able to win a whole lot of games holding teams shooting that lower percentage.
However, Gatens with 21 points now, 5 of 9 from the three-point line. His 5 threes ties a season high. That tells you something, though, about this Iowa squad. Right now, they're at 47.4% from the field, 27 to 57. They've gotten up 57 shots. Illinois has gotten up 46 shots, shooting 65%, 30 of 46. The three-point shot has been the difference maker for the Fighting Illini, 13 of 18. But you're seeing some improvements from the Hawkeyes under Coach McCaffrey.
And the fans have got to be happy with that because that's what they want to see. They knew that it was going to be a rebuilding process, but in rebuilding, was there going to be a product on the floor that they were going to be able to get behind and the kids were going to buy into?
Nice look, McCamey with his 10th assist as he finds Richmond for the reverse layup. And the lead is 10 once again. Iowa unable to come up stop with stops when they need them. Mike Davis with the steal as Cartwright throws it away once again. 80 to 70. Mike Davis and a foul.
And that play right there with Cartwright throwing it away, that's the difference in point guard play. McCamey comes down, shot clock running down. He gets Jeremy easy layup at the end of the shot clock, and then Cartwright's throwing it away. And so that's the difference. The plays that are made by your point guards could be what win or lose your ball game.
With Cully Payne out with a sports hernia, he would have been the starting point guard for this Hawkeye squad.
He's a guy you really like.
I love Cully Payne. He is fearless, and he can shoot the ball from Des Moines. And they have to make a decision on him, according to Coach McCaffrey, if he doesn't come back in the next couple of weeks, They may sit him out for the rest of the year and apply for a medical red shirt. He's only played in 5 games, so he's in a great position for a medical red shirt right now if he doesn't come back with that sports hernia. 80-70.
And like Coach said, he has to look at what's best for Cully and what's best for the team. And I think going forward, if he is to sit, you really allow a lot of players to get better and get a lot of minutes on the floor, so that gives you a lot of depth. But in the short term for the team, you want your best point guard on the floor, and Bryce Cartwright has filled in admirably. Cully Payne was the guy coming into the season that was going to lead this team.
So Tyler Griffey at the line, shooting 1 and 1, and that ball tipped in by guess who? Jeremy Richmond, the freshman, who has quietly had a very solid game for Illinois. Cartwright, and a whistle and foul coming up. And this will be over the back on Andrew Brommer.
And the one thing Jeremy Richmond really gives the Illini is a lot of versatility. He's a guy that can play on the perimeter. He handles the ball. He rebounds the basketball. And then he can score in the paint. I mean, he could be a matchup nightmare as he continues to progress and get more minutes. And having a guy like McKamey makes it easy for a freshman to come into the situation and be successful.
Bill Cole, have to give him a lot of credit. He came in the first half, hit 4 threes, 4 for 4 from downtown. 13 points, 5 rebounds. And he gets both.
Taking a couple charges too, so he's really done everything here tonight for the Illini on both ends of the floor.
Gatens. Jump shot on the baseline by Basabi off the mark, tapped up and in though by Cole. 36 seconds to play and a foul in the backcourt. And Gatens fouling Richardson. DJ Richardson, the sophomore from Peoria. Don't forget, coming up next, stay tuned for the finale presented by Reese's, Mike Hall and company. Highlights from this game, highlights from the Texas Bowl, Illinois thumping Baylor, and also a recap from the Inside Bowl. Iowa defeating Missouri last night. Big Ten 2-0 in bowl games. Cartwright in the corner, Marble wide open, got it. Devin Marble has shown some very nice signs.
And Coach McCaffrey said that he really liked his play. He liked the fact that he isn't easily rattled. The fact that he plays every moment the same way. And I think that you're seeing the maturity, and with Cully Payne out, he's getting a lot of experience playing a couple positions that he wouldn't have got if Cully Payne was still here.
Basabi is a player that they're very high on, freshman. Had 7 blocks in the first half against Iowa State. And Griffey shooting 2. McCabe comes back in.
And, you know, just talking about Basabi, you know, he was kind of taken out of this game tonight. I think it was a case of the matchups didn't really work in his favor, and McCaffrey really had to go to a lot more skilled players on the floor that were able to knock down some shots and dribble penetrate. So I think just the matchup here tonight, and I think you'll see that with a lot of teams during the season, is that certain players may get taken out of a game just based on the flow and what's going on with the matchups on the other side.
Gatens force one up. Cold there for the tip-in. 13.7 to go. Timeout call.
And Iowa's still playing hard. The Hawkeye fans have got to be happy with the fact that their kids are still playing hard.
And with Fran McCaffrey, you get the feeling that at Iowa you're going to get a different kind of player. He's from the East Coast, so that New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia area, which is a hotbed for basketball, is something that he's going to really seriously consider.
And I think what comes out of that, too, is you have a lot of those players that are very high-level players, but may go to a program that's on the East Coast and get lost in the shuffle. But they have the ability to come out to Iowa and shine in a league and a conference where their athletic ability will allow them to be very, very productive.
Yeah, I mean, I remember chronicling your career, Michigan Mr. Basketball, by the way, from Michigan, and you coming to Iowa, following in the footsteps of B.J. Armstrong and Roy Mark.
Yeah, it
Bill
was.
Jones.
Yeah, there were a lot of great Michigan guys, and I think what allured me out here is what you've been talking about that's going to get other players to come and play under Fran is a style of play. And Dr. Tom had that up and down pressing style of play, which I was accustomed to, and there was also the opportunity for me to play right away. And so those are all things that I think are going to allow Coach McCaffrey to get some of those players here to Iowa.
51 years old. Fran McCaffrey at the beginning of the journey to resurrect the Iowa basketball program. 85-77, Richardson, and he's fouled. Let's talk about some of these kids from Peoria tonight. DJ Richardson, Bill Cole. I don't think I've ever met or seen a player from Peoria that couldn't shoot the basketball.
No, that's a great line of players that have come to the Illini program from Peoria, and I think they continue to recruit that hotbed. And with McClain on the sideline, I don't think it's going to dry up anytime soon.
Great game for the sophomore DJ Richardson. Terrifically coached game by Bruce Weber. Prepared for everything, and his team lights out shooting from the three-point line in the first half. 10 efficient, and as you mentioned, their only Achilles heel, turnovers. They've turned it over 17 times tonight, and the Fighting Illini on the season average only 13 turnovers a game. 4 seconds remaining. Illinois with the rebound, and that'll do it. Fighting Illini improved to 11-3 on the season, winning their first conference game. Coach Weber must be pleased, snapping that 2-game losing streak. Iowa now 7-6, losing their first conference game of the season. The final score 87-77. For Kenyon Murray, this is Gus Johnson saying so long from Iowa City. This has been a presentation of the Big Ten Network. Once again, 87-77 the final.
And welcome into the finale presented by Reese's. Rick Pizzo, Glenn Mason here as we cover Illinois from Waukegan down to Springfield. Hoops on the way, but first, Mace, the Illini with a Texas-sized beatdown of Baylor on the football field.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Zook and company made everybody in Champaign-Urbana happy today.
Highlights, analysis, and post-game reaction coming up in mere moments. But first, we send it over to the basketball fellas, Mike and Tim.
Yes, sir. It is the beginning of conference play for hoops, which means
we're going to see something we've never seen before.
You will find out what that is from Iowa City coming up on a busy finale right now.
On the way, the Illini and Hawkeyes are done playing football for the year, but just starting to play conference hoops. Will Illinois continue its recent run against the black and gold? The orange and blue and the gridiron played in the second Big Ten bowl game thus far in Texas against a team from Texas. Could they overcome the home field advantage? And if you missed it, the late game from Tuesday night was a nail-biter for the Hawkeyes. How they won the Insight Bowl, plus new reaction from the new stars who won it for them. All on the finale now.
To Iowa City for the very first game in the Big Ten for new head coach Fran McCaffrey. Oh man, what a story the first half was for the Illini taking on Iowa. All about three-pointers. Here's McCamey, then here's DJ Richardson. Tim, you've said all year long Illinois is a jump shooting team, and if they're going in, they're going to do well.
Yeah, and that's why they've had great wins against Gonzaga, North Carolina, because in those games, Mike, they made those three-pointers.
Just like they did here. 10 of 12 from deep. 10 of 12 in the first half. And then they show they can go inside with their size. Mike Tisdale finishes. That's a 14-0 run for the Illini. Here's Bill Cole. They shot 83% from deep.
That's good.
That's good. They lead by 10, but as the first half winds down, what a clutch shot here. Bryce Cartwright gives them a little bit of momentum, even though they're still down by 12. And they would use that momentum, but not right away, because right when the second half began, the Illini went on a little bit of a run. McCamey, Jeremy Richmond back to McCamey. He finishes off the glass. It's 58-39. And then the Hawkeyes start to chip away. A little defense here. Cole pushes it up to Matt Gatens, over to Cartwright, who had 13 points on the day. This part of a 10-0 run. And they start to show a little bit of life. Here's Roy Devin Marbleton.
Yeah, they definitely were inspired in that second half, and Marble's a kid, obviously, with that name, he's got a lot of potential for the Hawkeyes.
About 8.5 to go. Iowa's down 65-57. Great ball movement. Here's Marble, baseline, gets the bucket and the foul. Would miss the free throw. Still only down by 6. But the Illini turn to the man who hits shots like this just about all the time. Dimitri McCamey closing it out. The Illini go to Iowa City and get the victory 87-77. McCamey ends with 20 points thanks to 4 3-pointers. DJ Richardson, 17 points thanks to 5 3-pointers. Those two were part of 5 Illini that had double-digit points scoring on the day. But, Timmy, this all started, as we said, in the first half. It continued into the second half. 13 of 18 from deep is what they shot. That's 72%. Teams don't shoot that well from the free throw line sometimes.
This was a game of opportunity, and I think the Illini capitalized on their opportunity, and Iowa did not. And these breakdown tapes are going to be really interesting for the younger kids. Here's what not to do on defense. Got Eric May guarding preseason All-Big Ten player Dimitri McCamey. Oh, no, Eric, where you going? No, don't run away from him. You leave it to Dimitri McCamey. Uncontested at the top of the key. That's one of 10 3-pointers they hit in the first half. And here's Bill Cole. Mike.
He's a little open.
Bill Cole could have drop kicked that ball and he was that open in the first half. And here's Dimitri McCamey. Watch Bryce Carver right here. Over the first screen, under the second screen. He held the principal the first time, and then the second time goes under. McCamey capitalizes, and Bruce Weber's not going to be thrilled in this game because they had 17 turnovers. They gave up 77 points to Iowa. But they shot the ball really well, and that's why they are just a talented group. And when things are going right, they're tough to beat. When things are going bad, we've seen them slip up to teams like UIC and so on. But if you're an Illini fan right now, you say you got 3 losses in all 3 of those games, easily could have been wins.
And the 2 of them just ended that 2-game losing streak where they had their lowest scoring points of the entire season. And nice to see them come back, get back on track with 87 points in this game. We got more coverage on it, including more from Iowa City, where we are here from the victorious orange and blue team. But we transition from the basketball team to the football. It's a very, very sharing show today, Rick.
Well, you know, all you needed to know you did learn in kindergarten. Texas Bowl, you know that Illinois is pretty much the road team taking on Baylor. Nathan Scheelhaus, redshirt freshman quarterback, gets a little bit of breathing room thanks to his defense. First drive of the game for Baylor. That's a lateral. Trayvon Bellamy jumps on it, goes 44 yards the other way. That would set up a Derek Dimke field goal. Illinois up 3-0. After another Dimke field goal makes it 6-0 Illini. It's Nathan Scheelhaus deep to Darius Malines. Only catch of the game, just his second grab of the year. That's good for 32 yards, setting up another Dimke field goal. 9-0 Titans. Second quarter, it's Scheelhaus again looking for an unexpected deep target. This time, it's Ryan Lankford. His only catch of the game and just his 6th grab of the year. Scheelhaus in the first half, 13 of 13, the dictionary definition of perfection. Always nice to have Mikel LaShore behind you as well. LaShore pounds it in for the score. Illinois up 16-0 at the break. Third quarter, Illini driving one more time. It's LaShore. The good news, he's wearing an Illini uniform in this game. The bad news, his NFL draft stock continues to rise. 24-0 Illinois after a 2-point conversion. Back comes Baylor, refusing to go quietly, playing in front of that home crowd. Robert Griffin to Brad Taylor, setting up the Jay Finley touchdown run. Baylor finally on the board. It's 24-7. Same score in the fourth quarter. Baylor, 4th and 14, forced to go for it from just inside mid.